We'll start our science class. Okay. So already we have started a new chapter, that is a crop production and management. What we have studied in this chapter? Yeah, about crops we have studied, and we are going to study about the management of that crops. Yes, in previous class we have studied about some of the agricultural practices. Tell me student, what are the agricultural practices already we have listed? Yes, first one, what we have to do? If I am a farmer, what I have to do? Yes, I have to prepare my soil first. So I have to choose in which land I am going to do the agriculture or else crop. Okay, what we have to do for that? All things we have studied. That is a tiling process, how we are doing, uprooting the process. There will be a benefit from that one. All things we have discussed in last class. After the preparation of soil, what we have to do? We have to, sowing is very, very important. While sowing, we have to collect the seed. Seed should be healthier and seed should be very neat, clean, disease free it should be. So how we are selecting the seeds? Yeah, we have studied. Simple method, we can add water and we can take water, bucket full of water, we can add that seed, just mixing that and some seed will float. Easily we can separate that floated one, that is unwanted, rest of the seeds we can use for the sowing purpose. After the sowing, what we have to do? Yes, manures we have to add. Upon that, we have to, if it is necessary, we have to add the chemical fertilizers. Yes, we have studied the difference between that, right? Yes. Everything, our field sowing is completed. Upon that, the manures or fertilizer also we added. Next, what we have to see? Next point of view is irrigation. Irrigation is very, very important. Olden days or traditionally, what are the different irrigation systems they are using, and nowadays what we are implementing? What nowadays we are implementing? That is a sprinkler system. Yes, in last class we have studied about that, and the beautiful picture also we have seen. Yeah. Next, one more thing is a drip irrigation. That is very common nowadays. Water wastage is less in that one. So we have completed some of the agricultural practices. Next we will see other points, that is here agricultural practices. In that preparation of soil we have completed, sowing also completed, adding manures and fertilizer, that is also complete, irrigation also we have studied already. Next we will move to the protecting from weeds. Yeah, in today's class we are going to study about that one. What is that? How many points? Fourth we have completed. Fifth one it is what? Protecting from a weed. Do you know what is this weed? Weeds means what? Yeah, whether it is a plant? Yeah, that is a plant itself, but it is undesirable plants, unwanted plants. Have you seen these weeds in your field? Yes. If you have paddy field or else any other field, we can see this. We can see this one. The weeds, how it will grow? It will grow like anything in our paddy field. Next we will see the protecting or else the protection from weeds. How we can protect these weeds? Weeds means what? It is the plant itself, undesirable or else unwanted plants which is growing in our field. It may be naturally many weeds will grow over there. So have you seen that one? Yes, in paddy field we can see number of weeds, other grass, other plants, all those things. What will happen if that weeds are growing along with our paddy? What will happen? Yes, it will absorb all the nutrients. present in that field. What will happen? So water also it is absorbing. So our field plants, if it is a paddy or anything, our crop may be, they won't get sufficient amount of nutrients, malnutrients. It may become the malnutrients. So nutrition we can say. So what we have to do? That weeds, we have to control the growth of that weeds. Yes. So what is weeds? That weed means what? In a field, many other undesirable plants may grow naturally along with the crop. These undesirable plants are called as weeds. Come to know? Weeds means what? Undesirable plants or else unwanted plants. These plants, we don't want these plants. Okay? Only we need our crop. Along with our crop, these plants are growing. Come to know? So, how we can overcome this one? The removal of weeds are called as weeding. What it is? The removal of weeds are called as weeding. Weeding means how we can do the weeding? How we can take this one? Manually we can take that one. Along with the root we can just take out. That is one method we can do. Any other method? Yes, if you are doing tiling, plowing, we have studied tiling and plowing is one and the same. Or else we can do uprooting method. What we are doing? Just we are twisting or else mixing the soil, uprooting the soil. That is also a method we can control somehow. Or else manually by using hand we have to remove one by one. It may be difficult. If it is no more weeds means it is very difficult. Or else we can kill that weeds. Okay? But while killing we have to keep it in our mind. It should be before producing flower or seed. What will happen? That if weed plant, it is flowering or else it is start to fruit, giving fruit, what will happen? Next there is a chance of growing further. No use of one. If you are going to remove that one, there is no use because already the seeds fall down. So after some time it may grow, germinate over there and it may grow. So before flowering of weed or else seeding of weed, we have to take that one or else we have to kill that weed. Come to know? Sometimes what they are doing, they are using the chemicals to kill these weeds. Do you know what is the name of that one? That is called as weedicides. Have you heard about the insecticide? Why we are using the insecticides or else fungicide? Why we are using? To kill the insect, to kill the fungus. That is a fungicide. Same as that, to kill the weed we are using or else the farmers, we are the farmers. Farmers are using these weedicides. Next, how they are using this one? Have you seen the spraying of weedicides? In TV or else in your home only, your dad or your grandfather, he used to spray these weedicides. Have you seen that one? Yes, what they are doing? They are getting the weedicide from the market. They are taking that one and they are diluting that with water. Okay, next they are filling with that sprayer and they are spraying. Now, whether it may affect the health of that farmer, one who is spraying, it will affect because that is a chemicals. So what the precautions he have to take? What are the different methods, the precaution methods he have to take? Yes, he can wear the mask. By wearing mask, what will happen? Nose and mouth is closed. So he can control. Otherwise, what will happen? Along with the oxygen or else air, it may enter to his body through nasal. Through nose only it may enter or else orally it may enter. So to avoid that one, he means the farmer, one who is spraying the weedicide, have to take care about himself. He have to cover his nose and mouth. Okay, he can wear the mask or anything. Sometime he can cover, it is better to cover the hand also. Okay, because if touches to the hand, it may cause any other diseases or any other skin problems. So he can cover his skin, that is better. Okay, so what is that? That is about the weedicides. Come to know what is weedicide. So we have studied about the protecting from seed or protection from weeds. Come to know what is weed, how we can overcome by this one. But when we have to do before giving flower or producing flower or seed. Initially, when our paddy field or paddy plants are growing nicely, immediately you have to observe your field, immediately you have to overcome by these weed problem, otherwise it may be very difficult. Okay, initially we have to take these controlling measures, but it may leads to the water pollution, it may leads to the soil pollution, it may leads to the air pollution. So keep it in your mind. While the farmers are adding any weedicide, just convince them or just tell him or just tell with your parents to avoid that one. He can do manually. If it is not possible, then we can't do anything, so we can use. But first we have to control ourselves while spraying these weedicides. So we have completed about the protecting from weeds. Next we will move to the harvesting. After harvesting, when it will come? Yes, once we finished our field, all those things, the fertilizer, all those things we have added, we got a good yield. Next, our plant with the fruit now. Later only we are doing this harvesting methods. What is this harvesting? Yes, koilu. In Kannada we are saying koilu. So when we are doing this harvesting, yes, when the plant is matured, after the maturity of plant, we are getting the fruits in that one or seeds in that one. Then only we can do this one harvesting. That is nothing but they are cutting off the crop after its mature. Okay, mature time is finished. After it's mature, they are going to cut that. So that is called as harvesting. Yes, come to know. Nowadays, they are manually they are doing. In olden days, the traditional method, that is manually. Have you seen how they are cutting these crops or else harvesting? Yeah, line by line. The farmers are line by line they are going and they are cutting. How nicely they are doing this one. Yes, they are very happy because they got a yield. Okay, they fulfilled their ambitions. So they are very happy. Next, what they are using actually? Yeah, they are using the knife. That is like a bended knife. Have you seen that one? That is called as sickle. What is sickle? S-I-C-K-L-E. Okay, that is a knife, somewhat like this shape it is. Yes, it is having the shape like this. Okay, by using that one they are cutting. Otherwise, this is about the manual I am saying. Otherwise, they are using the machines. What is that machine is called as harvester. Okay, harvester it is. So that is a machine. Have you seen the machine how they are cutting? Different types of machines are there. In one machine only they are cutting the that is a crop, only that method. Otherwise they are using full cutting and separating of that yield also occur in some machines. Nowadays we are getting different machines. Okay, so collect the picture or else collect the diagram if you are as photos, if you are getting that one harvesting, how they are, different methods they are using. Okay, yes. Next, after this one, the grain seeds need to be separated from the chaff. See here, chaff, that is a husk. Actually it is a husk. Husk means that is nothing but the bark, sippe anta helbodu. So what they are calling, this process is called as threshing. What is that? Threshing. Threshing means what? They are going to threshing. They are going to separating seeds and this chaff. Come to know, that is carried out by machines. Okay, olden days traditionally they are using the, it is manually. Nowadays they are using the machine. That machine is called as combine. Okay, that is called as combine. Look at the diagram or else the picture of that combine. See, it is like this. Okay, how nicely the farmers are using. Just appreciate the science and technology, how they are invented this one. We have to say thanks to the scientist who is discovered this one, because otherwise it will take time, how many what farmers are needed or else human laborers are needed to do all those things, but what, within an hour it is finish off all. This is the mission what they are using. Yes. Next, farmers with a small holding of land do the separation of grains and chaff by the process called as winnowing. Okay, that is called as a winnowing. That is also a mission. They are using that mission. Look at here, that is a mission. Here they are using or else they are using this mission to separate the grains and chaff. Come to know, by using this one, they are adding that whole thing to that one. It will separate the grains and chaff. That is called as winnowing. Come to know, W-I-N-N-O-W-I-N-G. That is the spelling of that one. Next, while harvesting time. See, usually the farmers are very happy. Why they are happy that time? They are very enthusiastic that time. Why they are very happy? Because see how many struggles they are putting. Where they are struggling a lot, no? Before what they how to, all those things, before preparation they are doing, after that all the menus, all those things they are adding, all those things they are controlling, they are loving their fields. Once they are getting the yield, the time to harvest, it is the cheering or else the what a very happy moment for the farmers. When I was small, my grandmother, she used to prepare different types of curries and she used to celebrate that time. Whether in your home, some are doing, still they are celebrating this one. I remember now because my granny used to do, it is like a festival. She is called neighbor people, all will come and they are celebrating like anything, because that is a very happy moment for them. If they are getting good deal, then don't think about that, don't say about that. That much happy they are. Come to know, next, sometimes, nowadays there will be some festival, the harvest festival. Do you know what are those? The Pongal, Holi, upon that Bihu and Diwali, Nabanya. These are some of the special festivals associated with the harvest season. Okay, it may be Kharif period or Rabi period like that. So there will be a number of festivals there what is celebrating this one. Actually this is associated with the harvest seasons. So we have completed about the harvesting. Next we are moving to the last point of this chapter, that is about the storage. Whether this storage is important? Whether this storage is important? Yes, it is very, very important part, because sometime what will happen if the storage is not proper, what the methods what you are taking that is not proper means, what will happen? There is a chance of growing microbes over there. So what will happen? It may get spoiled. Same as that, sometime what will happen? The pests like rat or any insects, what will happen? The rodent, it may attack our grains or else our what we have stored. So what we have to do? What the farmers are taking the measure? farmers store the grains in jute bags or else a metallic bin. If it is jute bag, it may enter, there is a chance of entering the moistures. So what we have to do? Better you can take the metallic bin. It should be air-free container. You have to, if it is in garden or anywhere, what we have to do? It should be in the moisture-free, air-free container you have to select. Better you can take the metallic bins. Okay. However, large scale storage if you are doing means what we have to do? Yes, we have to, if it is any storeroom, if we have means what we have to do? We have to control or maintain that as a moisture free or else any microbe free. Come to know? So, if it is any moisture is there means what will happen? If there is a chance of germinating that seed, then it is a big loss for the farmer. Big loss for us. So, what we have to do? We have to take in your mind, we have to, while storing, we have to, when it is a large scale storage means what we have to do? Large scale storage of grain is done in ceylons and granaries to protect them from the pest like rat or insects. Or else, nowadays, what we are doing? We are using the chemicals, pesticides we are using. Yes, to kill the rat, we are using some other poisons. So, don't do like that. Avoid that one. See, one natural way of controlling this one, we can add dried neem leaves. Dried neem leaves you can just use when we are storing the grain, you can add that one. Dried neem leaves are used for storing food grains at home, for storing a large quantity of grains in big godams also. So, specific chemical treatment also nowadays they are doing, that is we can avoid that one. Better to avoid that one. Okay, if you are using dried neem leaf, what will happen? It will protect a microbe free. Come to know? So, otherwise some are adding salt to that one. I heard that one, some are adding the salt to the bags they are taking in that after grain, they are filling grain and they are adding the salt, it seems. Sometime we can do that one, or else we can use the dried neem, all those things. Okay. So, we have completed about this storage. Next we will move to a small point, that is the last point of our chapter, that is the food and animals. Food and animals. Before that, you have to do 2 columns. Okay, in one column write down the food. In another column you have to write down the heading as a sauce. So, from where we are getting this? One example I will tell you students. First, in food column we are writing milk. What are the different sauces? Is cow, buffalo, or else she goat, or else she camel, all those things. So, write down next one, second, third, fourth, like that goes on. You have to fill that one. Okay, how it is very easy. Food and sauces you have to write. Yes. Next, what about the animal husbandry? Do you know what is animal husbandry? Yes, like our agricultural crops, we are doing the animal husbandry. It is, if it is a fish, if it is poultry, if it is a cattle farming, beekeeping, anything. Okay, that is called as animal husbandry. Whether we have any benefit in that? Yes. What is the benefit? We can get the fresh meal or fresh fish, fresh egg, all those things we can get. Fresh milk also we can get. So, that is very important. Do you know the fish oil, it is very rich in vitamin. Okay, that is very rich in vitamin. So, it is very important to us, the fish. Okay, it is a protein food, it is. Same as that, egg is also protein food. Upon that, milk, all know about milk, no need of explaining that one. Yes, so we can do our animal husbandry, not in large scale, in small scale, one cow in our house. That is also a benefit to us. That is also, it is giving happy to us. We can see the calf, all those things. So we can use that cow dung for our crop or as our agricultural feed. Okay, this is all about the crop production and management, how we have to prepare our producing the crop and how we can manage that one. Okay, after our storage, if you are going to sell that wood, you can sell. Okay, so before that you have to maintain, or else if you have to take care of that one, it is free from the any microbes. Okay, if it is more than your use, or as more if you have, you can sell that one, you can give to the market and we can make the money also. Okay, that is all about this chapter. Next we'll glance from the beginning what and all we have studied. There are two types of crops, that is a crop by seeing the season, kharif and rabi. We have studied the difference between that one and example also we have studied. After that we discussed about the agricultural practice. In agricultural practice, by taking 7 steps. 7 steps we have discussed. First one, we have to prepare our soil. Second one, we have to sowing. Next, third one, adding manures and fertilizer. Fourth one, what we have to do is protect irrigation system, you have to maintain. All those things you have to keep it ready. Next, protection from weeds we have to notice. Next, harvesting and storage. This is all about this chapter. Write down the questions. Yes. What is weedicides? Weedicides. Yes. Next, what are the different measures we have to take while we are storing the grains? Okay. Yes. Write a short note about food and animals. Okay. So this is all about our lesson. So we have finished this crop production and management. Thank you, students.